EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Tonight, an NFC North rivalry renewed between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. Has it all teed up. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Tyler Scott now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. They'll be led out by last year's #1 overall pick, Brock. Looking to build on his decent debut season here in year 2. It's Caleb Williams.
His rookie season last year, Kate, a reminder that no matter how talented you are, this league can humble you. And it didn't help being the most sacked quarterback in football as well. But remember, 3,500 yards and 20 touchdowns, he showed glimpses of what I know Chicago wants more of this year.
He doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. That tackle made by Blake Cashman.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Toss play, Swift. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be third and longer.
There's corners in this league that really love to cover. There's corners in this league that really love to hit. Corners that can do both, those are the guys that make themselves some serious money.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, Williams. That's complete to the rookie out of Missouri. And he's got them quite the game here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They're on the counter with Swift. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Williams. And the Vikings rush brings him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Well, we're already seeing his legs going to be a factor in this contest. But I'll tell you what, Kate, if pressure's going to be on him like that, he's going to have to put his running back cape on and really use his ability to escape and keep things moving forward.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Williams from the gun. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that brings up 4th and long.
Kate, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time the plant was closed.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic first down.
This drive should have been over, partner, but running into the punter gives him new life and this first down. On play action, here's Williams. And that's got it, left side. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders.
Here's pressure, and he's dropped by the Vikings. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Couple sacks on the opening drive. You better get to fix-it mode in a hurry. And I'm talking about on the sidelines. I'm talking as a quarterback. You've got to solve this pass rush because we know one thing about guys in this league defensively. When they get a couple sacks, they can smell it, and they're going to raise the intensity to another level.
Vikings defense countering with a nickel look. Third down coming. Williams will look to throw. Lofts it deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears finish up an excellent opening series. It's a roll the dudes, a touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Santos connects on the point after. And the Bears will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Ty Chandler to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. So we'll see the Vikings offense now for the first time. And leading them in his pseudo-rookie season after that injury cost him last year, the 10th overall pick in our 2024 draft, J.J. McCarthy.
You know, Kate, that injury robbed us all of what looked like a promising rookie season through the preseason where this kid was on fire. But he's still got a year of learning from head coach Kevin O'Connell. Maybe more importantly, watching Sam Darnold's magical season now the ball's in his hands.
12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Jones once more. And they'll make a stop up at the 46-yard line. That's good for 7 yards. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
First down, Minnesota.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down. But instead, they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Going to the ground again on first. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Here's the long back on the handoff. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
The Bears offense out there for their second drive of the contest. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Here's Swift to start the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. It pitches out to Johnson. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Williams with 3rd and long. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect, and now they're stuck facing 4th down.
Kate, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Minnesota all set to go for its second drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Has a man, Justin Jefferson. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
1st and 10, here's Jones. And they make the stop, I'm going to say it about the 37-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup, and it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
1st down, Vikings.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. Second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Has a lane inside the 25. And he has it almost to the red zone down at the 21-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Staying on the ground here with Jones. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
From the 18 on 2nd down. Connects with his back, Aaron Jones. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. Well, Brock, I think you and I both saw that one coming together from up here, and it became clear pretty quickly that if they got things going, that one could go the distance.
Yeah, the 6 points earned on any screen pass touchdown, I'd give half a point to the sell job of a quarterback, half a point to the effort of the running back, but 5 of those points to the big guys in front.
Close play here, so the officials want to take a second look at it. Well, we all know there can be so little room for error spotting a football, and that's what's being reviewed right here. Did they get this right?
And I know both sidelines are furiously pleading their cases about what their eyes see. But fortunately, the eye in the sky and the replays will give us a clear answer.
They sent it out to New York just to be safe, and the folks there saw enough to change that call. Jones will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal. Fullback trying to power it across. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Turned away twice now. Will the 3rd time be the charm? 3rd and goal for McCarthy. The back's got it. And he tried to power it forward, but I don't think he got it.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
Here we go, 4th and goal inside the 1. They snap it to McCarthy. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Well, 99% of what they did was excellent. Right play call, good route, great throw. Just needed to make that catch. That's a situation you expect your guys to convert every time.
Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. 1st down, here's Swift. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Gained a little bit there. Kind of feels like a gain of nothing. You know why? Because you're still playing with your backs against the end zone. No real breathing room and no margin for error.
There's a dive up the middle. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. Ivan Pace able to make the stop.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Great team defense here. Got to him right as he was about to let that football fly, Brock, and the hit leads to a pick by their safety.
And an easy pick at that one, Kate. Not take anything away from who actually intercepted it, but that turnover was all about the guys up front. And one thing I love about today's game and analytics, we got more than just sacks. We get QB pressures, we get QB hits, because we've seen the impact they can have, an impact that was felt right there with that INT.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
Going the wrong way. It's 2nd and goal now, back at the 12. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal. McCarthy looking to throw. And he finds it in the end zone for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a T.J. Hockenson touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Reichard there to tack on the extra point. And the Vikings tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Devin Duvernay to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And it's going to be interesting to see, Brock, if they're a little rattled, seeing that interception end up costing them the lead. Things all tied up now.
Okay, maybe a little rattled, but these are pros. And part of that is understanding. Those guys on the other side, they're capable of making plays too. The key now is to go atone for it and get that lead back.
And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7. Now here's Williams. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Torrey Taylor on to punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. He's got this at the 27. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Vikings and Aaron Jones headed back out there on offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Now it's McCarthy. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And they're going to have it all the way down near the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10. Blown back, gets the handoff. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, about for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or 2 ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. McCarthy to throw it. incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Looking to throw, McCarthy. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down. Reichert connects there. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. This makes it up to the 25. The Bears about set for their next possession. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Williams. He finds a Dunze downfield. And he's going to set them up with a 1st down on a huge gain. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. 1st down, Williams to throw. He's Marley won't miss something here and just chucks it away.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
And the Vikings rush brings him down. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Williams set to pass. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Torrey Taylor getting set to punt it once again. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Ooh, errant snap, but he gets what he can behind this one. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Vikings with a football here late in the half. Holding just a field goal lead. Probably going to see them play it close to the vest in the time we've got remaining. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He throws a bullet down the right sideline. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, but they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Minnesota spends its 2nd timeout here. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Here's McCarthy to throw. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
He puts some air under it deep down the left. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game. Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. The Bears going back on offense just before halftime. And with field position and the clock against them, probably not going to see anything of substance here before halftime. Only 17 seconds left for them as they begin this drive. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too. So a field goal game at the half. Good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Chandler now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Here's the Minnesota offense headed out to start this third quarter. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
From the 31. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. McCarthy throwing here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Williams. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it. No connection to be made.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Just an incredible, incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. Torrey Taylor will kick this away. Takes it in at the 26. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Toss now to the short side. Trying to use that space outside, but found a defender instead, so no gain on 1st down.
You know by now, Kate, with this time we spend together these toss plays, the best way to defend them is to hit them before they get started. And that's exactly what the defense did.
Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Connects on the crosser. And he's taken to the ground after a nice push downfield.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
There is no thought needed from him. He has been doing this so long, dating back to college and high school. Those instincts, and they come at you with a capital I. Identify that run, fire downhill, and get home in the backfield before that play could get started.
Again, he's taken down right at the line. Same guy, same call, same result, and now it's 3rd down.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
The Bears into the nickel for 3rd down. Out of the gun, he'll look to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Here come the Bears back out on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. This drive's going to begin with a run by Swift. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Hey, Kate, sorting through traffic, seeking out a runner, that is this guy's domain, and boy, does he know how to operate in it.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
Williams will look to throw. He set up the screen here to Swift. Play not developing as they had hoped. That's a loss of yardage. Brock, 4th down coming up.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
They'll send out the punting unit. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. Has it at the 37. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Vikings taking the field on offense. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. They give it to him again. Down the sideline inside the 40. And And he has this all the way down to the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. They give up the gut to Chandler. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
On first down, they'll run. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's 2nd down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
That one only picks up 2, but more importantly, it does put him in 1st and goal.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Back into the well again. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too, because a run like that now, well, leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Chandler. And he bowls through the defense for a touchdown. The Vikings lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs then, Miss Kate.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those horses before they find pay dirt.
Reichert on for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Vikings make it a 10-point ball game. As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Scott now to return. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. First down, Williams. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. The Bears have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. Connect on first, it's 2nd down. On play action, here's Williams. Connecting with his back here, Swift. And he's tackled for a short gain. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Working from the gun, Williams. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. So that brings up 4th down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
They'll run here on first down. And he made it 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Another carry for him. Space to the left. And he's finally brought down at the 9. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Here's the lone back on the handoff. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles. Well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
Going the wrong way. It's 2nd and goal now, back at the 12. Trying down the middle with Chandler. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
3rd and goal for McCarthy. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota! The Vikings can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Reichert on for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings take a 3-possession lead.
Bears 7. Reichert to kick off for the Vikings.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. Jukes out a 1-stop. And this drive will start inside the 25. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. First call here coming from the shotgun. Williams from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's good for us Chicago Bears.
A draw now. This is Swift. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. A dose of the hurry up offense here.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down at the 37-yard line.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Caught, nice gain left side. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play. on first down. He's got time here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here. Motioning left is their running back. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Brings up third down.
Williams with third and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Byron Murphy picks it.
Okay, that's just one of those situations. It is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win, and you feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, yeah, interceptions follow.
Vikings to the line now. Here's first and 10. Setting him on the dive. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Vikings about set to celebrate this win. They're set up at the 35 now. Going to the ground again on first. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be second down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. It looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up third down. Now, after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. And the Bears bring in an extra defensive back for this third down. McCarthy looking to throw. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
A small little jab there, finally landed by the defense. Able to break up one of these passes, but let's be real. We know who's been landing the heavy punches all game long. Looks like they're going to keep being aggressive too, Kate. I love that. Stay on the gas.
Minnesota lined up in punt formation. Ryan Wright's the one to send it away. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. The Bears and Rome Odunze headed back out on offense. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And after making a catch, he is decked quickly at the 38. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. Quite the start to that drive, huh? The first play sets him up now at the 38. Now here's Williams. And the Vikings rush brings him down. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Trying again, following the set. Dumps it off to his running back. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Third down. Here's Williams. Brought in along the sideline. Just need an official ruling, and they say catch. Great play. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's a Chicago first down. To throw is Williams. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. They get to the line and spike the football to stop the clock. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Now Williams. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Desperation time here on 4th. Hits him on the in route. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. And this one, just a formality till the clock runs out. Only one timeout remaining to stop it. The Vikings into victory formation here as they take a knee. So it's a win for the Vikings. And partner, I know you took down plenty of division rivals in your NFL days. Heck, your conference opponents back in Washington in your college days. Always makes the win a little bit sweeter when it comes against a rival, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's just a little bit more emotion. There just is.
Yeah.
I mean, you try to keep every game level, and no opponent's bigger than the other, but familiarity does breed a little more contempt, and we could feel it today. That's why that W is a little bit sweeter.
Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings emerge as winners as we say so long from Chicago.